We moved into this house a year ago and we've been focusing on the inside. That means we've neglected the outside, and this area next to our drive just looks awful. So today we're going to fix this, get rid of the weeds, and increase the curb appeal of our new house. So I didn't need to pull all these out by hand. I could have used a weed killer, could have burned them, but I feel like they'd come back. And even after using some weed killers, you do still have to pull out all the weeds. So I think just going ahead and doing it first off. And it wasn't actually that painful. They're all coming out really easily because they are on top of the weed fabric, so they're not even that deep. Weed fabric does a good job of stopping the weeds coming up, but also does a really good job for the weeds that are on top. It gives them a really good area for the roots to grab onto, but they don't break through the weed fabric, so they're easy to pull up. So just raking out all the stones away, and then they just pull right up because there's nothing holding them down anymore. So it looks like with all the weeds gone, it looks so much better. Looks really good actually. Now we're going to put Preen Weed Preventer down, and this is hopefully going to stop those weeds, the seeds that do get below the rock level, coming up over them, because they're definitely getting caught on the weed fabric and then coming through the rocks. We don't have anything to worry about below the weed fabric. We did think about pulling the rocks off and then putting Preen down, but that'll do the same job as having the weed fabric on there. So our thought is that we put it on top of the rocks, any seeds that do get below the rocks and the weed fabric won't come up. That's the plan. So let's get Preen down. The Preen is dry, and I'm going to use this Petromax glue to hold the stones in place so that they don't come out onto the drive, and hopefully it just holds everything there, especially when we're blowing leaves off in the fall. Something I just thought about, you do have to rake this after you apply the first coat, so maybe we're going to disturb the Preen, so we're doing it after the Preen has had a chance to be soaked and then has dried, and then we're going to do this same day. Maybe we should have put the Preen on afterwards, but we'll find out and see how well this works. So maybe we should have done that the opposite way. If you do know the correct way to have done this and maybe we've messed up, leave a comment down below. Let me know if I should have done Preen first or last. I have this new backpack sprayer to test out. I already have a gallon of water in here, and I need to add half a gallon of the Petromax. So we're going to do 4 cups, well, 8 cups, but 4 pours of this glass jug that I have here. Looks like milk or PVA glue or something like that. If you have a drill with a mixing bit, it'd probably be the best thing to use, but we're just going to use one of these paint stirrers. Just has to make sure these are all completely saturated, and it will dry clear. After finishing up the first coating, it's already starting to dry, so we need to move on to the next step, which is lightly raking the stones. This is going to disturb that top coat that we just put on there so that the glue can get into the stones and help hold them together better. Then we're going to come along with the second coat of glue, and we're going to saturate all the stones again. We're also going to follow along behind the glue with a tamper. This is going to compact the stones together and make sure you get a really good hold onto the stones and that the glue holds them in place. It's all tamped down. Can't really tell much difference. You see the little bit of blue kind of milky colour where the glue is. We went a little bit thicker there, or just not dried yet. Now we just need to wait 48 to 72 hours for this to completely cure. Hopefully there's no rain that comes up on the weather map because there was nothing planned right now. You need to keep this as dry as possible. So we'll check back in 3 days' time and see how strong these are and see if they're actually doing their job and holding these rocks in place. Overall, I'm fairly impressed with this rock glue. I wasn't too sure what to expect because these rocks are a little bit larger, but you can see me using the leaf blower here and the rocks aren't moving at all, so that's going to make fall cleanup really easy. And then you can see me here trying to move the rocks with my hand, similar to how I did before I put the rock glue down and all the rocks were moving. This little patch of weeds looks so much better now. You can see the rocks, you don't see any weeds. We've completely pulled them all out by hand. We put down the preen, so hopefully no more come back. We'll have to see how well that works. And then we've got the rock glue down here just to hold the rocks in place so they don't end up on our drive and they don't blow away when we do our fall cleanup. So if you want to get any of the products that I used in today's video, I will leave them linked in the description below. But if you did enjoy this video and you want to see more DIY videos around the home, check this video here next.